What is up, guys? My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing the 11th episode of Players Rating Predictions for FIFA 17. Today we're going to be talking about Strikers Part 2. If you don't know why it's Part 2, make sure to go check out my previous video, which is Strikers Part 1. I had way too many strikers to put in the one video. It was a 20-minute clip, so I decided to split it into two 10-minute clips. That way you guys can watch at your own pace. Also, if you want to go check out the whole playlist where I do all the players rating predictions, in my opinion, for all the positions who I think deserve upgrades, make sure to go check that out. I'll link that also in the description, or you can check out my channel. Without further ado, let's get straight onto the video. So up first, we have Manchester City's young Nigerian up-and-coming striker. We have Iheanacho. I bet I mispronounced that on so many levels, but that's what I'm going to go with. He has a 70 rated silver card in FIFA 16, but I think he's way better than that, so I give him a 75 rated gold card on FIFA 17. You know, he's been doing really well for Manchester City. Well, he's on the rise, and a lot of Man City fans enjoy watching him when he plays. You know, he's a young talent, and he's got a lot of high potential. I gave him a +1 pace, a +3 shooting, a +2 passing, +2 physical, +1 defending, and +1 dribbling, and left his defending alone. And that's what I think his card will look like next year. There's not much to say apart from the fact that he's done really well generally as a striker for his age at Manchester City. So let's move on. And to not stir up any controversy, we're going to do the other side of this Manchester feud. We're going to talk about Anthony Martial, you know, the Manchester United young up-and-coming striker. And, you know, you can pick and choose in the comments down below who you think is better, Iheanacho or Martial. But I'm not going to start any feuds in my comments down below, so I'm just going to go over what I think Martial deserves in FIFA 17. So Martial scored 11 goals and 3 assists in the BPL, and he's basically going to be the next in the next era for Manchester United players, you know, being so young. And I gave him a +1 pace, +2 shooting, +2 passing. I gave him a +1 physical, +1 defending, and a +1 dribbling. You know, generally just giving him +1, +2 around everywhere. And +1 in rating as well. I think he deserves an 80 rated card. He got upgraded from 77 to a 79 this year as well. And along with that, he's had several informs, which I think he has completely deserved. And I think an 80 rated card definitely serves Anthony Martial correctly for FIFA 17. And we'll see how EA reacts to this video as well. So up next, we have a bit of an odd one here. We have Aritz Adjariz. You know, he's 35, turns 36. You know, you might be questioning, EA don't upgrade players that are 36 years old. Well, see, here's the thing, is I upgraded his rating because he's done absolutely incredible things with Atletico Bilbao and in the La Liga. And so I give him a -1 pace and a -1 physical. But on the other hand, I give him a +2 shooting, a +1 passing, and a +1 dribbling. Left his defending alone because I don't think he actually needs any less or any more defending. I give him a +1 rating in general. I think this will be the last year he grows, unless he has a season next year the same way he did this season, where he had plenty of informs, you know, getting an inform basically every other week, and then getting a 91 rated team of the season card. You know, unless he's doing that again, I think this will be the last year he's going up in rating. You know, maybe not even going up. This is just my prediction for next year. And I think he will be going up to an 83 rated card with some downgrades in stats, but mainly some upgrades. And that's what I think Adjariz will look like in FIFA 17. Let's move on to the fourth player of this video. So up next, we have the Tottenham striker, Harry Kane. You know, the man who, no idea why Hodgson put him on, you know, set pieces, you know, being 6'2", but you know, England does what England does. So I give him a +2 rating. He's had a fantastic season once again, proving that he's going to be one of the best strikers to ever exist in the world. I give him a +1 pace, a +4 in shooting, a +1 in passing, +1 in dribbling, left his defending alone, and a +2 in physical. I think he deserves the upgrades purely because of the fact of how great he did for Tottenham. Not exactly how much he did for England, but scoring 25 goals and getting 1 assist and getting the golden boot in the BPL is quite incredible by itself. So, especially being for such a young age, I think he definitely deserves an 83 rated card. And it's about time EA started boosting up Harry Kane, purely because of the fact that he's doing so well consistently over and over again. And that's what I think Harry Kane will look like in FIFA 17. Let's move on to the fifth player in the episode. So up next we have Paulo Dybala, the player who recently moved to Juventus last year. You know, the Argentinian striker was a silver last year, became a gold in FIFA 16, and then got upgraded again in FIFA 17 or FIFA 16. And I think he's going to get upgraded again in FIFA 17 to an 84 rated player. I give him a +1 pace, a +2 in shooting, +2 passing, +2 physical, and a +3 in rating. I can do math, it's okay. You know, I think he definitely deserves an 84 rated card. He's had a team of the season, multiple informs. You know, he's doing really well. Scored 19 goals, got 9 assists in the league. He had 7 man of the matches, and he had basically 85% possession, pass completion. Not possession. What am I talking about? I think that's absolutely incredible for such a young player in Serie A. You know, the Argentinian has plenty of potential in the future. I think he will become one of the best strikers, along with players such as Kane, Martial, and Iheanacho. And I think he will become an 84 rated player in FIFA 17. Now moving on to the penultimate player of this episode, we have Robert Lewandowski. You know, didn't perform too well in the Euros, got to the knockout stages. I think they knocked out Switzerland and then got knocked out in the semifinals.
In the semifinals?
No, quarterfinals, that's what it is. I think they got knocked out in the quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken. I give him an upgrade purely because 98 team of the season, record breaker, you know, 2 record breakers. You know, he didn't get the cards, but that's what he did. He got, he broke a record for the fastest 4 goals ever scored and the fastest 5 goals ever scored. If you haven't seen that, you should probably go check that out. He scored 5 goals in 9 minutes, which is an absolutely incredible record. He had 30 goals and 2 assists in 32 appearances. He had 6 man of the matches and 98 rated the team of the season. You know, constant cards, you know, getting pushed out by EA, just showing how much this man is in form. And I definitely think he deserves to get an 89 rated card, if not a 90 rated card for FIFA 17. He's done absolutely amazing things with Bayern Munich. And that's what I think this card will look like for FIFA 17. I think I didn't mention his stats. I gave him a +2 shooting, +2 passing, +1 physical, +1 defending, +1 dribbling, and left his pace alone. And that's what I think his card will look like for FIFA 17. And let's move on to the last player of the episode. So this is the last player of the episode. We have Chicharito, or Javier Hernandez, whichever you prefer to call him. The Mexican beast, plays for Bayern Leverkusen. You know, transferred from Manchester United last season, if I'm not mistaken. I gave him a +1 pace, a +2 shooting, a +2 passing, a +1 physical, left his defending alone, and a +1 dribbling, and a +1 in rating overall. I think he deserves an 83 rated card, maybe even 84 rated if EA decide to push it a bit. You know, he's done really, really well in general. I think he's probably one of the best strikers in the Bundesliga, one of the most overpowered strikers in the Bundesliga. And I think he, you know, his team of the season was absolutely incredible. There's not much to say about him, apart from the fact that in 28 appearances, he got 17 goals and 2 assists, which is relatively good for someone who just moved to Germany. You know, it's hard to fit in, but it looks like he fit in just well, and got plenty of goals, got a couple assists under his belt as well. And I think that he will be a very good player in the coming years. He'll continue to improve. And that's what I think his card will look like in FIFA 17. With that being the end of the video, make sure to check out the other episodes that I have. I'll link them a couple in the description and the playlist in the description as well. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. My name has been Alex. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.